There you go, little dude. Okay, so I got a comment from one of my subscribers. Yeah, there's the dogs. One of my subscribers, what is Turbo Express Monkey, something like that. Thanks for the comment and the question. And he wanted to know about hand protection for sparring with his polypropylene weapons, and so I've laid out a few of my gauntlet patterns and designs, and got a few gauntlets and bracers here to show you, and some ideas about how to do these things and put them together. So you can look here over at the we've got some gauntlets over here. These are some actual examples. We just got a plain one here, very simple segmented piece that is articulating so you can get full movement on it. On this piece we've got just some of the spikes, and the spikes actually add protection, even the chrome tan spikes, but harden up and create a ridge right there for protection. We've got here one of my more elaborate designs. This was all these extra holes on here that you see. You see the holes for buckles and lace and straps, and then all these other holes are for different spikes and decorations and protection that would go on these pieces here. And then you've got it. Here's a full. These are the patterns for like a full hand gauntlet. It's got the segmented phalanges on it for full articulation of your hands. Simple design. This actually goes up and covers your elbow, and then a simple hand cover, kind of a ninja design there. What you see, the cutout here, this is just where I cut it out so that I can mark where I'm going to emboss my patterns in there, and then I just flip it over, do the same thing on that side. It's a symmetrical design. Here's another this is actually the pattern for this segmented gauntlet over here. Yeah.
Wait.
This guy right here is this pattern right here. That's the actual pattern for that, in case you like the way that looks. Okay, so that kind of goes over just basic patterns and hand coverings and gauntlets. You can do this with leather. You could also get yourself like a cheap pair of leather gloves. I think I paid like, these cost like $6 or $7 at the hardware store, something like that. Even the dollar store has cheap, they're not leather, but gloves that you could make gauntlets with. Okay, so you can just take this simple glove like this and add some simple pieces like this to your glove. And as you can see, I've got holes already punched in there, and those are from the pattern. I make a pattern for these, and then you can punch the holes. Oh boy, try and get it to look good there. Now you rivet these on here, and you've got yourself some good hand armor. And as you can see, this is fairly flexible leather, so you're still going to get movement on your finger. Another example of what you could attach. You could just have your glove, and you could attach something like this even to it, and have that kind of thing. Also wanted to point out some of these spikes and studs and such that you can beef your hand armor up with, that actually make it into a weapon as well. So now when you're adding these pieces, you're gonna get yourself a block of wood like this, and you're gonna stick it in there so that when you punch your hole that you've marked, you don't go through into the palm part that you don't want to punch holes in. And then also for the fingers, I've just got a dowel. This is actually from the back of a chair that I salvaged, and it's got the different kind of measurements for different size fingers. I can go all the way in the pinky finger, and then I can stick this in there, and then when I mark my holes and punch them, I'm not going through to the other side. Now, when you set your rivets, once you've got your piece set the way you want it, you can just set that on your anvil where you want it and set your rivet in there, and it won't harm the other side. So nothing necessary there other than the tools I mentioned in the first video. So this is the design for this guy here. It's pretty simple, nothing special. It's just straightforward design. Goes on like that. This is made from water hardened vegetable tanned leather. That's why it's fairly stiff, and this would take quite an impact. It's also overlapped by about 1/3, so you've got extra protection on the segments. That's a fairly simple protection to protect the back of the hand, because that's if you're sparring, that's what really needs protection, and that's how that works out. As you can see, I just rivet a strap right onto there, and that's, you can fit a glove or whatever other hand protection you've got going. Okay. And then we got like this. This is a fairly simple design that I made it a little more, put some spikes on there, some big leather spikes that make it look a little, and this is how that looks when you get it set up. And the spikes actually add for protection. They create a ridge and stop anything from hitting your hands there. So now on this is, as I said before, this is actually designed to come up over the elbow, and that goes just like so, in such a way that it covers my elbow. And now your design will vary in size based on the measurements that you get for your own arm. And this piece, just a simple cover. I've actually sparred with these bracers and been hit on the back of the hand with this, and unscathed. It actually helps to have just one little piece of leather over your hand. Okay, that's about it for gauntlets and bracer designs. Have fun making your designs, and by all means be safe with any kind of practice fighting, sparring, or any of that you do. That being said, none of these are intended to protect you during any kind of real sword or knife fighting, or any fighting for that matter. If you're going to do any kind of practice fighting with them, you take responsibility for any injuries that you might incur while wearing any of these designs that you made from this video. So I wanted to thank Turbo Monkey Express for asking about it and giving me a video to do, and thanks to all my subscribers. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. We're going to be coming out with more videos. If you have any questions or comments, shoot me a comment. If you want to know about any kind of designs, I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks. Have a good one.